करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। The great saints and sages, out of their love and compassion, after themselves experiencing the peaks and heights of devotion and jnanam, to convey it to us, to make it simple for us, all their experiences and sadhanas, they have put to us in small words, in small verses, and they become the stotras. And these stotras given to us by those great masters become the helping inspirational sources using which we also can start our journey of spirituality by tuning ourselves to the Lord. That is the utility and greatness and beauty of these wonderful stotras, stutis, stavanams, which are hundreds in number in our Sanatana Dharma Vaidika Samskruti. In some stotras, the nirguna itself is described. In some stotras, the sadhana is told. In some stotras, the qualifications are told. In some stotras, the Bhagavan's Rupa is explained. In some, there will be Bhagavan's Leelas. In some, Bhagavan's Guna. In many of the stotras, along with this, there will be a prarthana and an application put in front of the Lord to bless us with some of the things which we need in our life. That is how the great stotras are there. Today we are studying our Balamukunda Ashtakam on Bhagavan Krishna. So beautiful it is. In this, the Mukti Pradata Mukunda Bhagavan's childhood few leelas are mentioned. And in and through every of those leela outside, Bhagavan not only eliminated the Rakshasas who are troublesome to the society, but he has indicated also to us to eliminate the inner Rakshasas, what sadhanas we have to do. That's how it is. So today we will chant that Balamukunda Ashtakam, try to see the simple meaning of it, first in English, then in Hindi, then in Telugu, one after the other. Let us start it. Om Atha Shri Balamukunda Ashtakam. Om Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Samhritya Lokan Vatapatra Madhye Shayanamadyanta Vihina Rupam Sarveshwaram Sarvahitavataram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Indivarasyamalako-malangam Indradidevarchitapada-padmam Santanakalpadrumamashritanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Lambalakam Lambitaharayashtim Shrungaralilankitadantapanktim Bimbadharam Charu Vishalanetram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Shikye Nidhayajapayodadhini Bahirgatayam Vrajanayikayam भुक्त्वा यथेष्टं कपटेन सोक्तं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि कलिन्दजान्तस्थितकालीयस्य फणाग्ररङ्गे नटनप्रियन्तं तत्पुच्छहस्तं शरदिन्दुवक्त्रं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि उलूखले बद्धमुदारशौर्यम् उत्तुङ्गयुग्मार्जुनभङ्गलीलम् उन्फुल्लपद्मायतचारुनेत्रम् बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि आलोक्य मातुर्मुखमादरेण स्तन्यं पिबन्तं सरसीरुहाक्षं सच्चिन्मयं देवमनन्तरूपं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि. The Lord, out of His compassion, to bless, protect, and give whatever they want, we, the jivas created by Him, takes avatars. Remember, Bhagavan taking avatara means coming down from his pristine level of being Brahma Swarupa. Takes up upadhis and goes through all difficulties to see that we his devotees, we his children are happy. Like that, so many avatars. Bhagavan. Vishnu avatars, 24 are given in Bhagavatam. And Shiva avatara, all the Devi Devatas they are. Now, among these all Narayana Avatara, Bhagavan Sri Krishna Avatara is so wonderful and beautiful. Throughout his life, Bhagavan was very active, dynamic, cheerfully, joyfully, he was going through all situations, never forgetting the mission of his Avatara to do the Dushta Sikshana, Shishta Rakshana and Dharma Samrakshana. And in Bhagavata Dashamaskanda Purana, we will see exhaustively the entire Leelas of the Avatara Bhagavan Krishna. In this small little beautiful stotra, 5-6 Leelas are mentioned for our smarana in our mind, so that our mind gets into the devotion to the Lord and holds on to His feet as support, so that we can sail through all the difficulties within and without through His grace. And always remember, Bhagavad Bhakti will remove the difficulties. Bhagavad Bhakti will give all our external arthakama. Bhagavad Bhakti will make us live a life of dharma. And Bhagavad Bhakti qualifies us for the mukti, and Bhagavad Bhakti also gives us the mukti. And that bhakti, through these stotras, we will inculcate in us. So the first sloka, in every sloka, the last line is Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. Manasa means with all the sincerity of the mind, with its attention, concentration, love and devotion and liking. Manasa Smarami. That Manasa is a beautiful word. It's a wholeheartedly, in the heart, with the picture of the Lord, and the leelas that are being explained now, and the theme behind each of the leela, the meaning behind. The first one, Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam. That Balamukunda, who, with his lotus-like hand, holding his lotus-like toe and putting it in his lotus-like mouth. Kara Aravindena. Pada Aravindam Mukha Aravinde Viniveshayantam. And where is he? Vatasya Patrasya Putte Chayanam. The one who is lying down in this is the scene as seen and immediately picturized or clicked or photos taken by the great Markandeya Rishi. You know, Markandeya is the only one who has seen the Pralaya, went through the Pralaya. In the Pralaya Jaladi, when he was tossed up here and there, after all that huge Vatavruksha, many leaves and all. Among the one of the leaves, Bhagavan was light. Remember, as per this Bhagavata Puranam, Dvadasha Skanda, that Vatapatra is not in the water as it is picturized in many places. Vatapatra is to the tree only. In that Bhagavan is there. So to that Lord, I am doing smarana in my mind. So Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balamukundam Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Vinveshayantam. And it is like any child's leela only. Anything you give to the child, he will eat. So to the old man. Because the tongue starts first for a living being and ends at the end. Any other things we may give up, but not the Jihva Chapalya. So here the point is, like every child, but Bhagavan Krishna. But in his Leela, in this way, doing what is the lesson for us is what? In his primordial state, Bhagavan alone was there in his own bliss. So he is enjoying his own bliss. That is indicated by he is holding his own toe with his own hand and putting his own mouth, and in that happy mood is in that Vatapatra. In the same way, you and I also have to discover that blissful self within us, independent of any external dependency of the Upadhis. So to that Lord Krishna, who this Markandeya Rishi has seen our salutations, Balamukundam Manasas Parami. Then this Lord who is there in the Vatapatra, how is he? Samhratya Lokan Vatapatra Madhye Shayanam. He is lying down in that Vatapatra, having taken all the words into himself, which were expressed out of him only. So all pure Vedanta. Entire world is expression of Paramatma. During the Sthiti Kala, it goes on after Srishti. Then the Pralaya Samaya, all the world Bhagavan takes back into him only. The Urananavi explanation, they give example. The spider, it brings out its own lalajanam and makes that web and moves in that. When it has to get transferred or go somewhere, it eats away everything and goes. For Paramatma, the same spider example. For Jiva, also same example. We only create our own world, moving from one place to the other. Yathornanavi srujate grunnate cha. So, samhrutya lokana vatapatra madhye shayanam. And adhyanta vihina rupam. That form is even shown to that Markandeya Rishi, but that Paramatma is the one who has got na adi na anta. Adi is not there because he was never absent. And anta cannot be there because of pure existence. There cannot be non-existence to the existence. So in this way, the friend of Bhagavan Krishna for our mind's concentration and love. But the theme behind is the intellectual understanding of the Krishna Tattva, that is that absolute truth who has neither Adi nor Anta. He only in the beginning of the creation in that Vatapatra appeared like this. And then himself, when he himself gets again, the thought in himself, he let me become many, Ahmekam Bahusyama, the entire world he projects. He plays in that, again takes back. That is how the Leela is going on at a higher level if you can contemplate. Or else, Samhrutya Lokan, Vatapatra Madhye Shayanam, Adyanta Vihina Rupam, then Sarveshwaram. He is the Ishvara for everything. He is the Ishana Karta, the Lord, the single power. सर्वेश्वर प्रभु प्रभवती सामर्थ्य है उनके पास. सर्वेश्वरम सर्वहितावतारम. Then any avatara he takes only for the hita, and in this Krishna avatara though, even while killing all the Rakshasas, he gave mukti only to them. Please, in your and my world or in the world of these countries, there may be people doing good or bad, but from Bhagavan's side, he cannot do anything other than good. Therefore, he does hita only. Even in his punishing us also there is hita, that we are cleansed of our own sins and we learn a lesson and live better. So in this way, Sarveshwaram Sarvahitavataram Balam Mukundam Manasas Marami. To feel that feeling, Bhagavan Balamukunda has taken the avatara for the hita only, and is all capable. He is Sarveshwara. Okay, third one. How he looks like? Indivara Shyamala Komalangam. Shyamala Varna Anga Komala. Indivara, the brightness, brilliance, like that, the full moon. Comparing it full moon always, remember that not a scorching heat of the sun, it is a cooling light of the moon, which is without any hard hitting either to the eye or the body. Have you ever felt that the moonlight has hit our body or troubled our eyes, just like the sunlight? Sunlight, it will be very heating to the body and you can't look with eyes. To tell in that way, it is said as the Chandra Kanti. So, Indivara Shyamala Komalangam. While chanting that only, our mind becomes tender. And the tender mind gives that emotion of love. Lovingly we can live in this world, thus receive the love from the world. Without this type of stotra or creating that emotion beautiful, we'll only be hard and harsh to the world and we get the same thing from the world. कभी कभी मन को प्रेममय भी बनाना है. So like this. So samhrutya loka indivara shyamala komalangam indradi devarchita pada padmam. You have seen in Bhagavad Purana and all the Indra, Brahma, Devatas, all of them do the Archana Bhagavan. Then they get their powers, their permissions, their positions. All three are different. First, the power is given. According to the power, the position is given. Position ke according, the work is given. For the work, permission. Brahmadaya Suravara Samarshayaste Suryendu Bhauma Budavak Padikavya Sauri Panchananabja Bhavashan Mukhavasavadya. You see all in this Venkatesha Suprabhatam. So here he says, Inda the Devarchita Pada Padmam. The Lord Balamukunda, whom I am meditating in my heart, Smarana of him, is none less than the God who is worshipped by Indra. Means what? The Jivas who worshipped Balamukunda, because of the gratitude, they are worshipping him only. By the grace of him only, they are continuing to be in their positions. That's the Indradi Devarsita Pada Padmam. Then Santana Kalpatrumam Ashritanam. Those who are Ashrita, we are surrendering to that Balamukunda Krishna. For them, he is Kalpatruma. He is the Kalpa Bruksha. Kalpa Bruksha is that standing under whatever the Kalpana we do, Sankalpa desire, all that is fulfilled. So Santana means Samyak Tanoti. Santana is not children. In Sanskrita, Santana means the Vyapti. Tanute iti Tanoti Samyak Tanute. Therefore, Santana means giving, providing. So providing all the Sankalpas, desires, whatever you want, is that Bhagavan Krishna. Therefore, Santana Kalpatruva. One after another, whatever you want, after all, we are all his children, he goes on giving. But Ashritana, we have to be surrendering to him. To such Balamukunda, I am remembering in my mind. And with devotion, I am doing Archana Puja and I am doing Namaskara and I am praying to him. Oh Lord, give me Shakti, give me Bhukti, give me Bhakti, give me Yukti, give me Anurakti, give me Mukti. Not other things. Okay, fourth one, Lambalakam. Alaka is a Bal. Krishna has got a long hair, he loves that. Lambita Hara Yashtim. He has to have the Hara also very big. When mother was putting small garland to him, he looked at father, Nand Baba, इनका तो इतना बड़ा मेरे को उतना चाहिए. अरे तुम तो size में छोटा हो ना. According to your size, you will give no. I want lamba. So too, when you had to go for a grazing that calves, first time when he went, he looked at Papa. Papa was holding the stick. मेरे को भी डंडा दो. Small stick is given to me. He says, "No, I want bigger one only." But you can't carry it. मैं practice करता हूँ. So Lambalakam, Lambita Hara, Lambita Yashtim. The stick in the hand to take care of these calves, protect them from other unwanted animals. Then Shrungara Leelankita Danta Panktim. When that Lord smiles, that Danta Pankti is so mesmerizing, that smile, that even the Jada rivers or even the mountain streams, they also used to become Chaitanya. And Chaitanya Yukta, the Jivas like the deers or the birds, human beings, they used to become stand still like the Jada. देखो जड़ को चैतन्य को जड़ बनाने वाला ऐसा उनका दंत पंक्ति when he was smiling, it's an expression of smile. Shungara Leela Ankita. Shungara means beauty. Leela Ankita Danta Pankti. So In every one of us also, there's a body language, the looks and smiles. Bhagavan Krishna with his looks as well as smile, himself is in bliss, and whoever comes to me, I'll give only bliss and ananda to them. That expression you can see, that Srungara Leela Ankita, that then Bimbadharam Dadara, the lips are in the color of that Bimbafala, which is absolutely reddish and pinkish. Charu Vishala Netra. Bhagavan's eyes are very wide open and so divine. The eyes also are sign of various emotions. The eye of the mother when she sees with love, of a premika, of a person with anger, a लोभी, हर एक के आंखों का दृष्टि अलग होता है. प्रेम दृष्टि, काम दृष्टि, भक्ति दृष्टि, सेवा दृष्टि, करुणा दृष्टि. So Bhagavan here has got Charu Vishala Netram. He's wide open his eyes. Opening of eyes is the full vision of everything of the people around in front to take care of them. भगवान आंख बंद नहीं करते हमारे दुखों के लिए, हमारे प्रार्थनाओं के. He opens his eyes. Charu Vishala Netram. To such Bhagavan Krishna, I am doing smarana in my mind. Balamukunda Manasa Smarami. Then next one, Shikye Nidhaya, as his little boy growing. Shikye means on that thing where they used to keep the dahi and all that to protect from the monkeys or the animals which otherwise easily access, like the cats, etc. So Shikye, जो माकर भगवान कृष्ण का हम जन्माष्टमी करते हैं कि नहीं, मटका फोड़ वाला. So Shikye Nidhaya, having kept there what? Ajya Payo Dadhini. Ajya ghee. Payo milk. Dadhi means the buttermilk or curds, yogurt. Bahirgatayam Brajanayikayam. All the Brajanayikas, you went out for their daily routine. Maybe fetch water, to talk to the neighbors, to get the things required. That time, what he does? Bhuktva Yatheshtam. All the leelas endowed with each of the sub-leelas, we have to meditate. थोड़ा hint दे रहे हमको इधर यहाँ. So Bhuktva Yatheshtam, eat. Then he gave to all the monkeys, he gave to the parrots, he gave to all the dogs also, to everyone he gave. Then when they were coming back, he heard the sound of their talking, or they're all the anklets, bracelets and all. Immediately Kapatena Suktam, went and slept as if he doesn't do anything, forgetting washing the mouth. Then the Leelas of Krishna, the Krishna Bhaktas, Bala Krishna Bhaktas, they talk for days together with the tears of joy in their eyes. For that you should have a special pure loving heart. There's so many Leelas. And Bhagavan used to say, how come it is in your mouth, pata nahi kisne lagaya, you will have jhoot for everything. And that used to make them happy. To make them happy only he used to say jhoot. And sometimes he used to apply little of this butter to the mouth of his daughter-in-law, and he will go somewhere, and the mother-in-law comes and she sees that butter to the mother. Then there is jagda, and he will entertain himself. And sometimes he is red-handed caught when he was speaking. Then Yashoda, Kana, nobody need tell me now I am seeing. He says, Mama, aat mein na jal gaya na, makhan lagana thanda hota hai. That is why I am putting my finger. My finger is burnt. To cool it, I am putting it in this. He'll have his own answers. But then it's a beautiful Leela. Now here we have to understand he is not Makhan Chor as everybody calls the other people. Our own people call devotionally, but not like other things, because in his hand, the Nanda Baba is the king of the entire Nanda Kula. They have the best of the cows of the entire Gokula, thousands in number. How much of milk, curds, all of that they'll have the butter. Will he need to do the stealing at all? No. Then what is the art there? Only one thing he wants to teach. Please listen this. Very important. We have the duty to perform and produce or create our own. We neither have the right to consume it all for ourselves, nor we should store it. If it is stored, it is spoiled, or it will be taken away by somebody. That is what I am proving. Therefore, jab ka tab, as you manufacture, create or produce, don't hoard. You spread and distribute it to others. That hoarding is like a snake. Snake is always around the Gupta Nidhi. Neither it eats that wealth, nor it allows the other fellow. So too many people are there. They earn and hoard, never they enjoy, don't allow others. Bhagavan wanted to teach that socialism. We have to earn but distribute to others who cannot earn, who are in need. Especially the monkeys every day used to offer. Why are you giving? They have helped me in my earlier life, earlier avatara. Kritagnata. Like that, so many leelas are there to explain. So here, bhaktva yatheshtam kavatena suptam. When you think like this of this leela, will not our mind not only become tender, but the loving. And what more, when we do the smarana of Krishna, who is the Paramatma himself, the purity that is gained, the confidence that comes, the devotion that develops, the faith that develops, the bhakti sharanagati, which are very essential, they all will come. Okay, then comes Kalindajanta Sthita Kali. You don't say that he's only has eaten the butter. He has already also has jumped into that Kali. And he was bitten by the Kalia. And he became Murchita also for a long time. Everybody thought that he's gone. By the time he looked at, he was ensuring that sab log aage ki nahi. When everybody came, then he started fighting in the Kalia and then slowly climbed on its hooks, dancing from one to the other. It was getting tired, exhausted. Any of the wood he used to lift up, he used to pounce on that and again balance it. Powerful. Akila Kala Adi Gurur Nanartha. That is what is said in Bhagavad Purana. Now we can't walk properly on the ground. In that Yamuna, which is flowing with so speed, in that Kaliya, ferocious one with so many hoods, on that Bhagavan has danced. Means, can anybody do that type of dance or gymnastics or whatever you say? The balancing act, nobody. So that is the beauty of that Leela. So Kalindaja Antasthita Kaliyasya. Kalindi means Yamuna Nadi. So in that Yamuna Nadi, this Kaliya is Sthita, Vanagra Range. On that Agrabhaga, the Vana Natana Priyantam, he was dancing there. When he was dancing and that snake wanted to throw him down, capture him, and then it lifted its tail to pull him down, push him down. Bhagavan held with another hand that tail. So one side is dancing, other side the tail in the hand, third side very powerful is the snake in the water trying to topple him down. While doing all that, how is Lord's face? Is he fatigued? Is he tired? Is he exhausted? No. Sharad Indu Vaktram. His face was as beautiful and cheerful and smiling as he was on the ground too. Now read Bhagavad Purana, it is so beautiful and exhausting. So to that Bala Krishna, I am meditating in my heart. Balamukunda. So this Kaliya is who? The ego, which continuously fumes out the poisons of harshness, selfishness, then the domination, the talking bitter. ये सब जो लोग poisonous करते हैं. And another leela in that Bhagavan has purified that Yamuna Nadi. Jala जो जीवन का कारण है. How can this be poisoned? Is it not so too? Now the Yamuna के किनारे जो भी है, हमें भगवान को याद रख के कम से कम we have to see that throughout all our Indian rivers, the purity is maintained. This is anyway. So the purity of the waters, eliminate snake from them so that they are all fearless. Then the snake is a symbol of ego. Ego subdued. Himself played that leela joyfully. That's what is fifth, sixth one. Now seventh one. After that, when he grew, he was restless, running here and there. Everybody is complaining. Then mother wanted to tie him down. All helpless. Even Mata Yashoda ko bhi Krishna ko bandh ke rakhna pada. That is the seventh shloka leela. Ulukhale baddham. Ulukhala, that motor vessel. Baddham, he is tied to that. Udara Shauryam, but his power is never reduced, even though he has come as Bala Krishna there. What did he do? Uttunga Yugma Arjuna Bhanga Leelam. He went through both the trees in between. He could go, but the mortar could not. He pulled it up. Both the trees fell down. From there, the Nalakuvara Manigriva came out. They are the children of Kubera. They were arrogant with their own beauty and all, insulted Naradji. Then the Shap has come to them, he become tree. But they being Kubera's children, they are also being blessed that you stay where Bhagavan Krishna is going to stay, in that Vrindavanam. Then Krishna alone will liberate you and you will have his darshana. That's all. From that, the children, they both come, they do prayer to Paramatma, they do pradakshina to him, Bhagavan blesses them, they go back to their world. That is a leela. Now, Bhagavan has not only killed everyone, he has given mukti to so many people who are in different curses. Both sare Bhagavan. Krishna Avatar is huge, exhaustive. We are studying from the last 3 months. Come in the evening if you want. We are now into this Uttarardham in our evening Bhagavad classes. Yesterday we saw the Muchukunda Stuti of Bhagavan. So here Ulukale Bandham, Udara Shauryam, Uttunga Yugmarjuna Bangalilam, Utfulla Padmayata Charu Netram. Always Utfulla Padmayata Charu Netram. His eyes and smile is always with a fully blossomed lotus like look. Never ever compromise because he's always in the Atma Swarupa Sthiti. There is only bliss, then he cannot feel any tension or struggle. Therefore, in that Vikasita, Kamala Rupa was his face, even while doing this Leela of Kulokala, Bandhanam, etc. But the last one is what? He is tired, exhausted. Now went to Mother. Mother is so loving. If she is not so loving, how can she have Krishna as her son? Born to Devaki Vasudeva, but then given the opportunity of child Leela to this Yashoda and Nanda. Great they are all. Drona and Dhara. They are the Prishni and Sudapa, Devaki Vasudeva. So, Alokya Matuhu Mukham. Adarena, with all the gratitude and love, he is looking at his mother. Stanyam Pibantam, he was taking the milk. Sarasi Ruhaksham, eyes are like that of lotus. Satchinmayam is a pure Satsarupa, Chitsarupa, Paramatma only. Devam, he is the Narayana Ishvara only. Anantarupam, infinite is his Rupa, infinite are his Rupa. So, to such Balamukunda, I am meditating in my mind and invoking his grace for the removal of all the obstructions, inner and outer, for me to reach him and experience that Bhakti Anubhava. So learn this Stotra, teach your children, feel that devotion to Krishna in our heart. Like that, so many Stotras are there. Please make a point in life to study at least a few of them and enjoy that. This is the glory of our grand Sanatana Dharma, in which everything is done for every jiva to become Sukhi here, to become Sukhi hereafter, and to become Sukhi forever. Let us chant once. Om Atha Shri Balamukundashtakam Om Kararavindeena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Samhrutya Lokan Vatapatra Madhye Shayanamadyanta Vihina Rupam Sarveshwaram Sarvahitavataram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Indivarasyamala Komalangam Indradidevarchitapada Padmam Santanakalpa Drumamashritanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Lambalakam Lambitaharayashtim Shrungaralilankitadantapangtim Bimbadharam Charu Vishalanetram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Shikye Nidhayajyapayodadhini Bahirgatayam Brajanayikayam Bhuktva yatheshtam kapatena suptam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Kadindajantastita Kaliyasya Panagrarange Natana Priyantam Tatpuchahastam Sharadinduvakram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Ulukale Vaddhamudara Shauryam Uttunga Yugmarjuna Bhangalilam Unfulla Padmayata Charunetram Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Alokya Matur Mukamadarena Stanyam Pibantam Sarasi Ruhaksham Sachinmayam Devamanantarupam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami Om Edas Sarvam Sri Bala Mukunda Sri Krishna Chandra Charanaravindarpanamasto Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. We'll meet with another Stotram. Hari Om. 25 minutes like